Only had Pleasantville not won a state baseball title before, but no boys team, period, had ever won a crown at the school, and they look to end that drought tonight in Carroll, taking on Unity Christian, and the Pleasantville Trojans wasted no time. I'm not kidding here. First inning, they scored 5 runs. J.J. Phillips, part of the fun. He also homered and drove a 3. He's having a great time out there. 5th inning, Noah Rice brings in Easton Cox with the clutch base hit. They go up 9-1. 7th inning, only one thing left to do. Easton Cox fields the comebacker, and it's a race to first. He wins. Ball game. Pleasantville, for the first time in school history, in dominating fashion, can celebrate. Finally, a state championship. Here is the banner and the trophy they've been waiting for after hugs all around. Pleasantville, 9-1 winners.
We thought about this in the beginning of the season, and the fact that it's coming real now, it's just insane. I'm sure tomorrow and the days after, it's just going to become even more real. But right now, I'm kind of just in the moment, emotional about what we just did because this is crazy. First accomplishment in school history.
I don't know how to put it into words. It's a real feeling and cool. We've put a lot of work in with these boys, and all from some of them when they were really young, and to see it come to fruition is just an unbelievable feeling.
And here's Shannon Earhart with the first game of the day.
It's the smallest schools on the biggest stage here in Carroll, the 1A State Baseball Championship. St. Ansgar against Martinsdale St. Mary. St. Ansgar has never won a state title. Meanwhile, Martinsdale St. Mary's won their very first title right here from this dugout in 2004. Bottom of the first, Saints Riker Hoffman sends a worm burner up the middle. First run scores. St. Ansgar would take a 2-0 lead after the first. The Saints would draw a bases loaded walk in the bottom of the second, so it's 3-0 St. Ansgar. Top of the third, Blue Devils trail 4-0. Trey Wright starts the inning with a clean triple. Cale Morrow is the very next batter. He cranks one to shallow center, scoring White. That is some seasoned baseball right there from the seniors. The Blue Devils down now 4-1. Top of the 7th, crunch time for Martinsdale St. Mary's. Jason Fugate launching what looks like a base hit, but Anthony Schnabel makes the diving catch. 1 out to go for St. Ansgar, and they would get an easy out off the pinch hitter Brady Baker, ending Martinsdale St. Mary's season and earning its first ever state championship. Here's Martinsdale St. Mary's head coach John Fitzpatrick on what he told his team after the loss.
That I love them, right? I'll do anything for them, and just love every one of them like my own son.
Shannon Earhart, KCCI, Iowa Sports Leader.
Thanks, Shannon. We continue our tournament tour from Carroll. Let's take you to right there, Sioux City, where the green machine of Pella rolls on. KCCI's Jeff Dubroff was there for the party.
Oh, is the town of Pella feeling sweeter than a Dutch letter right now after the softball team takes home a state title on Thursday. Friday, it was time for the baseball team to follow suit. The Dutch taking on Dubuque Wahlert Catholic in the 3A State Baseball Championship game. The Dutch were held hitless with 2 outs and 2 on in the 7th inning. Landon Bethards, the hit of his life, drives this one over the left fielder's head and down. Both runs come around to score. Pella leads 3-1 on their first and only hit of the afternoon. And in the 7th, Tegan Hoekstra, who pitched a gem all game long, is going to finish it off. A fly ball to right field is routine, a can of corn, and it's time to celebrate. Pella is title town this summer as the Dutch baseball team defeats Wahlert 3-1. Your final.
I knew it was good. I was overexcited. It was awesome. Good to be a Dutch. That's all I got to say.
Reporting from Sioux City, Jeff Dubroff, KCCI, Iowa Sports Leader.